When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida Gators, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Florida Gators offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Looking downfield, it's Byrne. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Give to the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. That Gator ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really, really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, a 4-wide-out set, trips right. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wells. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the South Carolina Gamecocks offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Going to look downfield again. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. The give to the tailback. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Looking to fire. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So now on comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And then so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They got off to a flying start, a touchdown on that opening drive, and now an opportunity to build on this lead. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the running back. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And, man, the big big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Byrne. Makes the grab. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. He fires one deep over the middle. Makes the grab on the shot. The freshman brought down after bringing that one in.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Gators are marching down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Looking to throw again. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. He'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Gamecocks line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Now, 4th down.
And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able.
Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a 1st down.
How does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Trying play action. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. They're testing the right side here. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Byrne. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many.
Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Tight end now in motion. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 11 over Pittsburgh. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Fires to the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Under fire. Chunked it away just as he was hit. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw. It's Byrne. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And the Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field. They just couldn't hook up on that one.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Quarterback making checks. Toss sweep to the right. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. pickup. They come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Byrne. Makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, I like the idea by the offensive play caller here. You're trying to get aggressive. You're trying to find a chunk play, but that time, QB and receiver can't hook up.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. It's Schultz. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. The Gators are flying down the field. They want to run it left here. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. He's got 99 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth game if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
That is no good. Still up by 8 after the miss.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by
I've been talking to myself this whole time. My shit was on mute. Just a lot of funny shit.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy.
They'll go to the ground. Nice move to pick up yardage.
No first though.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make
Yeah,
them
keep
play
pounding.
run.
I want you to
Give
run.
this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the
Let's
run.
do 5.
Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The corners are walked up tight. Quarterback on the keeper. That'll be
I'm gonna
enough.
murder his
First
fucking
set of
ass.
downs. He gets it to the 32.
And I love that decision.
Murder.
No monkeying around, man. Get to
Murder
the spot,
face.
get
Murder
the
face.
first down, load the
Murder
shoulder.
face.
I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option where the first down marker is.
That's how you play
He's
defense.
there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I want you to rethink playing
Like
football.
the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get
Press.
this first down, so you find the tight end.
Get in there,
make
baby.
a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football.
I've
They
always
haven't
wanted.
gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
He got it
Good
out to the
defense, good
34-yard
defense.
line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20.
Should just kept running all the way to
Able
right.
to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They'll try the run. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this
Zone.
defense down when the game is almost over.
Back to pass, it's Byrne. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Wells. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Quick handoff. Past the first down marker and still running. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains and they're set up at the 41. And the Gators are on the move. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Wells. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches. The Gators come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The Gators getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You get up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. A first down run in the red zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida! That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And that's a really nice drive by this offense. They didn't get too conservative. They put the drive together. Now, the biggest thing for me, now the other team has to score 2 touchdowns. And that's the goal you want. You always want to make it as hard as possible. This offense executed in the 4th quarter. Nice job.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it, the deep.
You had a fucking running back in the middle. I thought he was going to, I was guarding him running back. Right in the middle. Hold on. Got greedy.
Through his fingers.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game.
Run it
You're
again.
trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
Get there.
Going the other way, and he's got touchdown Gator.
Undefeated in the SEC. Let's go.
Taking one back to the house. The mantra is always finish.
Next game at FSU. Probably going to lose, but we're going to give it all we got. And on to the SEC championship.
Needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception.
Damn, I have 4 people watching.
I
think that's a record.
Make this game almost out of reach.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for that.
Of course.
He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw.
What?
Wide open downfield.
16. What's going on, bro? Hold on. I want to just watch this. Did you just get beat off the line? Are you hurting, son? You want to talk about it? Something happened to you. Another glitch. What do you know? What do you know? Another glitch. Huh? Mommy's not here yet. Mommy's on the way, though. Heard me? What's wrong? It's in your butt. Pick it out your butt then. I ain't doing it.
Wants to throw it. This time he's got it.
Get hit.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The play action fake. Into the end zone.
Good catch. Good call.
South Carolina. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post, right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab.
Mommy's here. Go look.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here.
You want to hide?
Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. To the accelerator, keep trying to play
hide.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defensive job to stop it.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead.
It's Mommy.
Possessions, but they're going to go for
it. She's hiding.
4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Wants to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Grab near the marker. Vince Davis. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just had make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's got him this time. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Snags it. Good throw and catch. Takes him down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. From the gun, looking for a man. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
And listen, still a ways to go. Great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's